I say it's time to fuck when it's time to fuck.
Hey, I'm going to start for real now, okay?
I know. Let's go. Live from the 209 by way of Nashville, your host. He's filthy fucking rich, and he's even filthy fucking cheaper. He runs up $100 tabs and does not leave a tip. Ladies and gentlemen, the multi-million-dollar Jiu-Jitsu champion, Tim Freeman. And your
Shalom.
co-host is the baddest motherfucker that ever came out of the 209, professional wrestling legend, the Big MF, Matt Freeman. And today's special guest, this man is a UFC veteran, a bare knuckle veteran. This man just wants to bang, bro. Julian Lane. Ladies and gentlemen, you already know this, but this is the Inside BJJ podcast, you stupid bitch.
Okay, all right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Big MF. Hey, man, it's great to see you. We got a great show lined up. We're going to talk to Ultimate Fighter veteran, and he's got a big bare knuckle boxing match coming up. Julian Lane, Knucklemania 2. And then after that, maybe we can get Julian to stick around and do a little Would You Rather. Got a little game lined up. Got 3 questions I want to ask him. I hope I don't offend him.
If you do, he'll fuck you up.
I could probably get a bare knuckle match
lined up. You better take him down and get mount or something, else he'll knock you the fuck out.
I'll tell you what, I'll show stronger than Phil Baroni. I know that.
Oh, no, you did not just do that.
Come on.
Oh, no, that's my former tag team partner you're talking about.
Your former? I'll go in there, dude. I'll start whooping his ass. I'll go Leroy Jenkins. That's right. So, dude, it's been a pretty good week, man. It snowed in Nashville, which is pretty wild.
Quarantine, but
it's because you're weak. Weak-minded people.
Contrary to popular beliefs, I didn't have the COVID, bitches. So I'm back.
COVID doesn't exist back here.
COVID's bullshit, anyways. We all know that.
You're gonna get kicked off of YouTube.
It's not bullshit. It's very real. Rare.
We like COVID. We support COVID. We want everyone to get it.
I've had all of my vaccines, and I wear a mask.
Boosters.
I wear a mask even when I'm driving the car by myself.
Nice.
That's how
you got to. You got to wear 2. Yeah. So it snowed, man, and it was.
I don't wear condoms though.
Yeah, like wearing a mask, but not a rubber.
I bareback.
Hey, look, man, I have standards.
But
I have standards.
Like I wear a mask on my face while I'm barebacking.
Nice. So it snowed twice in a week, and the whole damn city shut down. Basically, like nobody does anything. Yeah, I don't think they have enough snow plows to actually really open the roads. I think it's cheaper just to close. You know what I mean? Everyone just goes inside. Yeah, I know. Well, it never snows in Stockton.
I've never. Yeah, well, rarely. It almost did, actually.
You remember I was telling my kids when we would go to the snow when we were little, like I remember going once or twice, and I remember putting socks on our hands for mittens.
I've done that because we were fucking poor.
Poor
motherfuckers that eat welfare cheese, when they go out to the snow, they have socks on their hands for mittens.
And we put like bread bags on our feet and then put them in the shoes so that your socks don't get wet.
I remember being pretty fucking embarrassed about that shit.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's still fun.
I still had fun in the snow.
Yeah. Oh, I went out sledding because there's like a bunch of snow everywhere. So some friends of ours out here, one of my kids' friends invited us over, and they have a big hill on the back of their house. And I was going sledding. And at first, like, I didn't want to go sledding, dude, because I was afraid to get hurt. Like, for real, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they had a little ramp, and they're all like 15.
Yeah, I'm afraid of that. Like, it's like I'm already doing things that might hurt you, so I'm real reluctant to take any kind of risk outside of what I'm already doing.
Yes, that's exactly how I feel. I feel like that 100%. Like I'm already doing risky stuff, so I don't want to do more. But then a part of me felt like I can't let these young bucks show me up, and I don't want like my wife thinking I'm too big of a pussy to go down the hill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I went down a few times. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to stop because I got a real bad groin injury. And I talk about it all the time in the house. And the kids make fun of me. How's your groin, Dad? So I didn't want to fucking get hurt again, man. But it's hard to stay young. I'm trying. I'm swinging that 88-pound kettlebell right now.
You got to take a lot of drugs?
I got an Anadrol 50 tattoo across my chest.
You got to get like Anadrol 100.
You just take 2, you double up.
You just double up. Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Anadrol HGH is the fountain of youth.
HGH, some other stuff.
I don't want to watch my fighters unless they're taking Anadrol. Like, if you're not an Anadrol, I don't want to watch the fight. I don't want to see it.
I want to watch guys fight that are on the drugs that nobody even knows about, like whatever Conor McGregor's taking that nobody's even seen before.
Right, exactly, man.
That kind of shit.
Yeah, 100%, dude. So, man, we mentioned Knucklemania 2. We got a big guest lined up here, and I want to bring Julian on the show. Knucklemania 2 is coming up on, I believe it's February 19th, and you could watch that if you go to watch Bare Knuckle.
I'm going to be watching that.
If you go to watch.bareknuckle.tv, you can jump onto that. So let's jump over to Julian, man, and get him in here and see how he's doing. Hey, Julian, welcome to the Inside BJJ podcast, brother.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, man, it's great to have you.
We're ready to bang, bro.
Oh yeah.
So, man, Bare Knuckle, Knucklemania 2, dude.
What a great fucking name, by the way.
No shit.
It's a better name for this shit.
For real, right?
David Feldman, right motherfucking on. Knucklemania. The name just gets me pumped. And on top of that, you couldn't get a better fucking main event than Julian and fucking Perry. That's the shit right there.
Julian Lane and Platinum Pussy, you know?
So I take it you're not a fan.
Nah, I'm a fan.
I'm always a fan. How excited are you to get out there against Mike Perry at Knucklemania 2? That's got to be pretty dope, right? Especially after you got into a little skirmish with him back in December there. Like,
I love it.
I know you talked a lot about.
I can't fucking wait, man. I'm super stoked and pumped for this, you know. And being main event in Miami, like, it can't get no better, man.
How do you train for it? Like, compared to like your MMA training when you're getting ready for like MMA fights, how are you training for bare knuckle?
Hey, it's the same thing, you know. It's just a fight, so pretty much just in the gym, boxing. I mean, I'm not training jiu-jitsu, but right. I mean, hey, I don't mind, you know, getting on the mat every now and then, though. I actually stay pretty consistent with that as well. So, but you know, hey, it's just a fight, man. It's no different than MMA, no different than jiu-jitsu. I mean, you get in there and you got to perform. So,
rules wise, is there a difference between, like, obviously there is, but to what extent for the viewers, like between boxing and bare knuckle? Like, what would you say is the biggest rule difference?
Probably the clinch.
The clinch?
Yeah, we allow the clinch. You can tie clinch, grab the head, pull the head. Boxing, you're not allowed to pull the head. Definitely, when you lock up, the ref's gonna break you. So bare knuckle, they let you swing a little bit more while you're locked up. So
you can you hold the head and then strike?
Yes.
Oh
yes.
shit, that's dope. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks just like what it happened in the stands in Tampa. Pretty much just like that.
That was like the preview, huh?
Yeah, that's just a little sample, man.
And another thing, I mean, respectfully, I'm going to disagree just a little bit because I think it's a little bit different. And you've been bare knuckle fighting for a while now. You were one of the first guys I remember that were bare knuckle fighting. And I think that definitely gives you an advantage in this fight. It's his first bare knuckle fight. You start right up. You start like right on a fucking line against each other, 2-minute rounds. And I've seen motherfuckers get fucked up in bare knuckle. I've seen faces look like fucking hamburger meat. So it's like, I definitely think you have the advantage because of your experience, and it's not anywhere close to your first bare knuckle fight.
Absolutely, man. I would definitely have the advantage, I would say. Mike Perry doesn't have any bare knuckle fights. This is his debut. You know, lucky me, I get to pop his cherry. I get to pop Perry's cherry. And yeah, man, it's definitely the advantage goes to me in my book. You know what I mean? I think I got like 9 bare knuckle fights, including a world title, you know, over in England. And yeah, he don't even know what to expect, man. It's gonna be a shocker.
Who's training Mike Perry for this? Is he still training himself, or is he training his girlfriend?
I think it's his wife or his girlfriend training him, man.
He's bare knuckle training against her. Like, what? But I mean, it's kind of funny in a way, though. Like this dude, like literally doesn't have anybody training him anymore, right? I mean, she corners him, right? He just goes out there and does his thing. And is it
I
because he
think
doesn't want to pay anybody? Is that the idea?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think
Right?
he has to train. I think he's training with the boxing team now, because he actually just fought on that what's that triad combat.
Okay.
So I remember before he blocked me on Instagram. I remember seeing him
You got
training
blocked.
with a boxing coach, but he actually looked like shit. But so yeah, he's definitely paying somebody because nobody's gonna train him for free, man.
He seems like he has a tricky personality to be around day in and day out, right? Like if you had to
Yeah,
train somebody.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That guy's he's strange, man.
How did the fight
Strange
come
guy.
about? How
He
did it?
attacked him.
Well, I remember watching an interview with Errol Hawani, and he was Errol mentioned my name to the guy, and he had said something like, "Yeah, I'm a little homophobic." You know what I mean? Like I
He said that
said,
about you?
I
He said
think
that
he meant
about you?
homophobic,
Oh.
but he said homophobic.
Homophobic.
And he's like, I don't
You
want
don't like
my
homos?
opponent to bang, bro. So that kind of just, I was like, okay, yeah, we're getting that fight, man.
Yeah.
And like I said, man, I just pretty much made the fight happen, man. I made that fight happen. You know, I approached him in Tampa. I was calling him out on IG, and he wasn't biting into it. But hey, after I had him get stitched up in Tampa. He definitely wants to bang now.
I mean, you got that fight. Would you say you got it because of that attacking it, but also didn't you get suspended as well for that, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, I seen some posts about being suspended. You know, I don't really know the deal behind that, but it is what it is. I mean, the guy, I don't know. I mean, he threw the first punch on me. You know what I mean? I just threw some little fucking postcards at him. But yeah, man.
Yeah, what was on the postcard anyway, man? Damn, dude.
I don't know. Somebody handed it to me earlier that night. I stuck it in my pocket, and I guess that's how God works sometimes, man. Just hey, that was my little bone right there.
I have never seen a human get more upset than Mike Perry over somebody casually chucking some postcards in towards them. He's like, "Oh, we're gonna do this!" It's like, bam!
Yo, I didn't expect a brawl in the crowd, but after he hit me about 3 times, man, I had to start hitting him back. You know what I mean?
I'd hate to be that guy's fucking mailman, just delivering mail to the guys. Like, here, man. He's like fucking throwing shots at you. Something's not right there.
How long did it take from that to the fight getting set up?
Well, like I said, man, ever since he said that on that interview with Errol Hawani, I just kept posting memes and calling him out on social media. Next thing you know, I see he wanted to fight. He wanted to fight Francisco Ricci, I think was the guy's name. He wanted to fight him, so he was trying to dodge me, man. And I was like, "Fuck that shit, bro. I'm getting that fight, man. You know, y'all put me with all the big names: Leonard Garcia, Thiago Alves. You know, I fight all these guys. I fight them with short notice. I mean, who deserves that fight more than me? You know what I mean? I'm in this game to get paid, and those are the opponents that's gonna get my pockets fat, man. And yeah, he pretty much we were just beefing on social media. He wanted to fight somebody else. I think he even had a contract signed, maybe. I don't know.
No shit.
But yeah, I was like, fuck. Tampa was that made the fight happen right there, man.
Does Feldman actually contract these fights, or does he have a matchmaker that's doing it for bare knuckle?
Feldman?
Yeah.
No, he's not the matchmaker.
No.
Nate Shook's the matchmaker, but that I'm sure Feldman matched that one right there. You know,
of course, right? I mean that
for sure, man.
Attention to what's going on.
If it makes dollars, it makes sense. You know what I mean? If it makes sense, it makes dollars. If it makes dollars, it makes sense.
Man,
I don't know.
You're a professional fighter. You know what I mean? Like this is what you do, man. You get fights lined up and you go out there and you do your job. You get paid for it too.
I put on a fucking show every time, man. Whether I win or lose, you know, I'm there. Hey, everybody knows I'm gonna bang. You know what I mean? Like they just want to watch me bang, man.
And you know what's funny is go ahead, Matt. Go ahead.
That moment in the UFC, I mean, it may have hurt you a little bit, but man, it certainly helps you a lot, wouldn't you say? That whole show and you're drunk and you want to bang, and it kind of followed you for the rest of your career.
Dude, it would not leave me alone, man. I mean, when it first happened, yeah, I was a little like, I don't know, man. Like I kind of let it get to me a little bit for, a year or two. And after a while, man, people just started, every time somebody sees me or meets me at a fight, they're like, or walks past me, they're like, let me bang, let me bang. I'm like, yo, that's my fucking name now. You know what I mean? I'm just going to might as well
Run with
make
it.
it my name, dude. Cause that's what people say every time they see me. So,
Because, like, I mean, obviously you're a tough motherfucker, and on the show you seem like a crazy guy, but in real life you're a pretty fucking, nice guy. Like, how did that work out for you? Because you look the show, you look like
a lot of alcohol, a lot of built up emotion. You know what I mean? Like locked in a house with 16 fighters for 6 weeks, man. That's not easy, man. Especially when you're out of the competition. You know what I mean? And guys get to talking shit, man. It's like you got nothing to lose at that point, man.
Is the UFC providing the alcohol in the house at that point?
Of course.
Seasons,
Of
right?
course,
They are. Do they
yes.
still do that? I don't know if they do that anymore.
I don't know. They're still doing Ultimate Fighter, I think.
I don't
right?
even watch anymore, but it's been so overdone, or I
It
haven't
was full.
really.
There was alcohol everywhere we went, man. You go out to the hot tub, there's alcohol sitting outside the fucking hot tub, dude.
Makes for good shows.
It does.
Yeah, I mean it did, and everybody, on that season, man, most of the guys, they were kind of like, they weren't really showmen, they weren't really doing the reality part of the show. They were just focused on the fighting, but. I like to give the fans a show every time, no matter what it is, man. And like, fuck it, we're drinking tonight, man. I was out the competition. Hey, I popped a drink, and next thing you know, man, I was bottles deep.
You'll be talking about that forever, like for the rest of your career.
The funny thing is I think they're still using the same house, like up all the way to the last season. It looked like they had the same house, like the Apex Center's new, all this cool shit, and it's like, oh man, they got these guys at the same fucking place. Like, what the hell?
I the first time I was on the show was at a different house than the second time I was on it.
I see. Yeah, maybe they have a similar look or something. How far is the house? Is it actually in Las Vegas, or is it like in Henderson somewhere?
Yeah, it's in Vegas.
It's in Vegas.
Well, the one we were at, the two I was in was in Vegas.
Yeah.
So are you training in Vegas now, or who are you training?
Yeah, I'm training in Las Vegas. I'm training at Fight Capital Gym, and that's where I'll be doing. That's where I'll be doing my camp for this fight. I'm gonna take advantage of the altitude. I moved to Clearwater, Florida, but for this camp, man, I need to get my cardio up, my gas. As you see, my last fight with Rick was like kind of gassed. The guy was grabbing me and holding me the whole time, so I kind of gassed a little bit and costed me the win. But this time, I'm out in the mountains, man. I'm training in the mountains, and I'm just taking advantage of this altitude out here, man. Get my cardio up, and I got a good coach.
How much does that help you to train at elevation? Like, what do you think in terms of like how much can you feel it, and then kind of have you done that in the past, trained at elevation in order to get ready?
Absolutely. I've done it. I've done a few camps in Vegas. I love the altitude, man. Like, I feel like when I get here, it's rough. You got to get used to it. Definitely got to get used to it, man. And I go out to the mountains, get up about 10,000 feet.
Damn.
Run miles and train pads, whatever, spar.
It's wild what the altitude will do to you. I remember just going up to like Lake Tahoe from the Central Valley in California and feeling like, fuck, man, I feel like a fat fuck when I got up there. Like, I'm like, I can't breathe. I got to take a break.
And the air is real thin out here, man.
It's definitely, I never understood guys that would fight at altitude, like fight in Mexico City or fight in some, in Denver, but they wouldn't necessarily acclimate, like, spend a couple weeks in that location to really get their body used to it. I think they say 72 hours, but I don't think that's really enough. I think you got to kind of be there and live in it for a while for your body to really adapt, right?
Yeah, about 4 or 5 days, I would say.
Yeah.
When I first met Julian, it was at the Boo Boo Bare Knuckle, the one that nobody got paid for.
Fucking nobody got paid, right?
Nobody's like bullshit. So I go down there.
Fucking Boss Room knows me fucking money, man. I don't give a fuck what they say, bro.
Oh my god! So like, I thought Phil Baroni had a $50,000 fight. So he's living at my place, and I'm fronting him for this training camp because I'm getting like 10% of this check. I'm like, okay, I'm good. We get there, obviously, you see he gets knocked out, he gets concussed, he doesn't get paid. And now I have a former UFC fighter, concussed and fucked up with no ability to work, no money, living in my fucking house.
Dude,
Like,
that was hard, man. That was a hard time, man. Like, we put so much into that camp because we were all getting paid so much money.
we thought.
Like, so I was spending money, you know, like I didn't mind spending money to get ready. I think I spent maybe like $5-6 grand on my camp. And yeah, man, they didn't come to find out we didn't get paid. The hotel didn't get paid. I think he owes the hotel
Dude,
like
he was
80
like,
grand.
put everything on the tab, so I'm drinking up, and it's all going on the tab, and like everybody's that's not fighting is fucking partying.
Hell yeah, I was charging everything to the fucking room, man.
Like,
I think
nobody gets paid.
Dude, who's got the balls to do this though? I'm gonna get a bunch of fighters. I'm gonna get them all, offer them crazy money. I'm gonna get in hotels. I'm gonna get all this shit, and I'm not gonna pay anybody anything.
some fucking jerk off from Poland, I think. That's the guy.
His name is Tom something. I can't remember.
He's fucking
his last
MIA
name.
now, man.
It's kind of epic though, right? It's like, god damn, you gotta have some brass.
And it's kind of odd that, you know, Boss Room's from Holland, so it's kind of like close by there. I think they were both in on it together, man. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck.
You know what's funny about that? Because I've always been, you know, Boss Rootin is fucking. That's a bad motherfucker. So
Yeah, man.
Someone tells
That
me,
was
hey,
bad.
I don't think nobody's getting paid. So I'm like, what? So I go into this room, like kind of with my chest puffed out. I go, hey, what's up? No one's getting paid. And Boss gets up and he goes, get out of here right now. So I said, okay. I immediately tucked myself.
Yeah.
Got out of the room.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. And for him to keep leading us on, like, yeah, don't post anything, don't make anything, don't post anything on the internet. I know you're gonna get paid. He's still gonna pay you and this and that. And like, Boss led us on and on and on until next thing you know, man, the shit just died down, bro, and everybody stopped trying. You know what I mean? But hey,
yeah,
I always said I want to make a proposal to Boss Rutan. You know what I mean? Like, fight me in a fucking cage or a fucking ring, and then if I beat your ass, Boss Rutan, pay me my fucking money.
Wow, you heard it here first.
Yeah,
breaking. That would be crazy. That would be bare knuckle.
You know, I remember that when you were talking about that setup, and the money did seem it's
pretty exorbitant,
really exaggerated. Like, damn, man, whoever's doing this is going all in.
I'll probably be getting a call from Boss Rutan here in the next couple of days now.
Yeah, don't call me Boz. I didn't say any of this shit.
Man, I used to love that guy, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I'm a big fan of that guy, man. But for something like that, man, that's just shicey, bro. You know, that was right before Christmas. You know, I could barely even afford my kids' presents that year, man, because we spent all our money getting ready for that show, and we expect to get paid, man. That was definitely a rough year.
I don't know what happened, but I do know that nobody got paid. We do know that much, that nobody got paid, or a couple people got paid, or a couple people got paid.
Poor couple people, Johnny.
I don't know any of these people.
Hendricks. We never saw Johnny again after that. That was the end of Johnny.
I know, right? Where is
he? He went in the fucking cradle position and just fucking went down and didn't get paid, and then he fucking disappeared.
That's right. I forgot about that, man. I forgot about Hendricks. Who was he fighting on that card?
God, it's
Dakota Cochran.
Yeah, Dakota. Yeah, Dakota's a bad motherfucker too. To fight for free. Like,
Dakota's my boy, man. He's a tough motherfucker, bro. I can't wait to see him get back too, man.
You think we'll ever see somebody step into bare knuckle that's in the MMA world while they're like on the up or rank, say, top 5 guy or something like that, going to bare knuckle? Do you think that'll ever happen? You think there's an allure for that? I mean, because if I was going to fight, I would think in my head I would rather do bare knuckle than MMA, but I don't know. MMA seems way more fucking involved to get ready for an MMA fight. Like, there's a lot of shit you got to do. You know?
Yeah, you're right about that, man. MMA training is a lot more. Like, you got to do a lot more to get ready for an MMA fight. But it'd be nice to see some guys in there. You know what I mean? Maybe like who knows, man? Like Cody Garbrandt or somebody.
That'd be great. I'd like to see Jorge Masvidal in there because he has experience with all those OG fights on YouTube.
He has his promotion. Right? He has his own promotion now. It's Game Bread. It's like bare knuckle MMA.
That's right. Oh shit! I forgot about that. That's right. Wow, that'd be interesting. That'd be something you should look into, man.
Hey, that'd be dope, man. I wouldn't mind.
Right? Fuck, dude. I think that's made for you, to be honest with you, man.
Hey,
that's
for sure. Hell yeah.
Bare knuckles pretty. There's something compelling about bare
Yeah.
fucking knuckles. Like there's
I
something
know.
about it.
It's
Just the
crazy, man.
name.
Are the hands wrapped at all? Slightly wrapped?
No, they just tape over the wrist. They leave about 2 inches for the
Yeah.
knuckles to breathe. You know what I mean?
What do you think? Everyone, like some people, they have the school of thought that says, well, because you're not wearing gloves, you're not going to be able to take as many punches, so it's not going to be as much damage. But man, I think the bare knuckle does some pretty fucking damage. What do you think about the damage that gets done with the bare fist versus a gloved fist?
Yeah, dude, you're getting cut, man. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a couple fights I went in there, skated by. I didn't come out with any scars. Like I think when I fought Jake Boswick, I was covered from fucking head to toe in his blood. Looked like a lion just attacked a fucking gazelle.
Fuck.
And I came out untouched, man. I didn't have any no cuts, nothing, man. But and then you got my last fight where like me and fucking caveman we just fucking beat each other's fucking ass off for fucking 5 rounds, man.
Do you think the chances or the likelihood of getting concussed is higher or lower in bare knuckle?
Lower,
Yeah.
I would say.
I mean,
Definitely lower.
at the surface, it seems like, oh no, there's no padding, but I think it looks worse. And obviously there's cuts, but the actual maybe brain damage, like the actual trauma your brain's taking, seems a little less, right?
Yeah, you got shorter rounds, 2-minute rounds. MMA's 5-minute rounds. Boxing's 3-minute rounds. Boxing, man, you got 10, 12 rounds. MMA, you got 3 to 5. And yeah, it's like you can take more damage with gloves. So I would say bare knuckles is less likely to get concussed.
How have your hands been since you've been doing bare knuckle?
My hands are good, man. But there's been some fights where my hands were worse than my face. You know what I mean? Just
yeah,
swollen,
sure.
Fucking swollen, broken.
Have you changed have you changed the way you strike in a bare knuckle fight since you've been doing it for a while with the idea that you don't want to break your hands?
Absolutely, man. But I don't give a fuck in this fight though.
Right? Yeah. This is the fight. You said
I'll
it.
break my
You're
hand,
going for it.
I don't care. You know what I mean? So I'm going in there swinging, dude. And yeah, you definitely want to pick your shots. You want to aim for the nose, aim for the chin, go to the body more.
Mike Perry's nose, dude. What part of his nose are you gonna hit, dude? Is it a nose? It's like an idea of a nose.
There's no doctor I think is gonna fix his nose when I get done with him.
Yeah, you're gonna fucking flatten it totally, completely.
Man, I'm really though. From the moment this fight got made, I'm pumped on this bare knuckle fight. Like every single bare knuckle fight, I don't go like I can't miss this fight. Like, but this is the fight that I'm like, I don't want to miss this one. This is gonna be a banger.
Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate you, man. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm stoked to get in there, man, because I know the fans are expecting a great show. So me, that's why I'm getting the best training I can get, man. That way I can perform at my best and go out there and I'm always looking for the win. And I'm definitely looking for the knockout in this fight, man. I gotta knock Perry the fuck out, bro.
How satisfied will you be if you don't knock him out, but you still win the fight?
Oh, that's cool too. You know what I mean?
I don't see this one going the distance, though.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think he wants 5 rounds with me. Honestly, that shit's gonna hurt. But he'll look for a way out, man. He don't need this like I need it, man. I got 4 daughters. Like this is my biggest fight of my career. He just made $250,000 plus.
Wow, did he really?
On his last fight, he don't need this. He's getting paid, man. He's making this money, and he don't need the win, man. The win's important to me. It's very more important to me than it is to him.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, go ahead, Matt.
I honestly think not just you're someone that I've been friendly with and I like. I think you're the better fighter here when it comes to bare knuckle. I think you have the advantage, and I think you're going to win this fight.
Hey, thanks, my man. Appreciate you.
Hey, Julian, thanks for taking the time, man. Before you jump off, can we play a little game of Would You Rather?
Let's do it.
I just got like 3 questions lined up for you, man.
Would you rather? Is that the game?
The game's called Would You Rather.
Oh, shit.
Let me start. I got some cheese ball game.
Let me bang, bro.
Got some game time music lined up too. Okay, let me find it here. Let's go. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's get it going. All right, we're going to play a nice little game of Would You Rather. So here's how it's going to work. I'm going to read the question out, and you're going to have, like, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds to give me your answer. And then Matt and I are going to kick around the answer, and we'll tell you if we think you're right or wrong, if you made the right choice or the wrong choice. Okay, so this is how it's going to work. Makes sense?
All right, fucking let's have it.
Okay, here we go. Let's go. Would you rather give a full body sensual massage to Roy Nelson?
Oh my God.
Or little Hezbollah Magomedov?
Man.
Fuck it. We're gonna give Roy Nelson that. Let's do it.
It's gotta be Roy Nelson, man. I think you.
I can't disagree there. If that's your only two choices.
Why do you do? You gotta, Matt. If you disagree with that, you gotta give us a reason. Why do you?
I didn't disagree with it. I agree.
You did. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't even want to say why, but I agree.
Okay.
I don't want to get canceled. But I think Roy's a heterosexual man 100%. The other guy, I don't think he's not, but I know for sure Roy is straight country.
Dude, we're talking about this guy right here.
That's what I'm saying, man.
We're talking about or this guy right here. You got to pick one, and they're both over 18. I'm just going to clarify that right now. Little Hezbollah's over 18.
Oh, you put Little Hezbollah. Oh, my God. Yeah. Never mind. Scratch what I just said.
Got to be Roy. It's got to be Roy.
It's Roy.
Okay. Let's go. Next question.
Who's writing these questions?
That's a fucked up. Well, I knew Julian would be a good sport, man. So I got to do it out.
He's in Vegas right now, and you're in Tennessee.
Man. I'll give them both a massage at the same time.
Okay, here we go. Question number 2. Would you rather eat a mystery burrito prepared by Phil Baroni or your friend Platinum Mike Perry?
Oh my God.
Which one? Mystery burrito.
Man, it definitely ain't gonna be Perry. So I'll have to go with Baroni on that one.
Man, have you lived with Phil Baroni? I've seen Phil Baroni in the flesh in his living conditions. I don't know if I want Phil touching my food, man.
If Mike Perry prepares me a burrito, it's gonna I won't make it to the fight. He's gonna poison me.
It's gonna be the same
fight him.
Type of poison that GSP did to Nick Diaz.
What poison was that, man?
Oh, he claimed that he got tired all of a sudden before the fight.
Remember that? Yeah, that's right. He got put into some kind of hypnosis or something.
Some sort of Canadian poisoning.
Okay, let's go. Next one. Who would you rather have judge your bare knuckle fight? Would you rather have Steve Mazzagatti, Cecil Peoples, or Stevie Wonder? Go ahead, take your pick. Who's in the corner, man?
Yo, come on, baby. Stevie Wonder.
Oh, hell yeah. You got it, man.
Let's go.
He's probably a better.
We don't need a judge. Hey, because we're not going to need a judge anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, probably judge a better fight than Cecil Peoples.
Dude, nobody wants to see this guy right here judging their fight. Nobody does, dude. Nobody wants Cecil Peoples.
And that guy don't fuck around, though. I've seen him ready to fight motherfuckers before.
Damn.
Oh yeah. Cecil Peoples will throw down. Hey, thanks for being a good sport about that, man. I had to come out hard with the Roy Nelson one, man. You guys should have seen the look on your fucking faces when I said it, dude. Even Matt gave me a look like you've gone too far, man.
Hey, I thought it was gonna be worse than that, but that ain't bad, man.
No, that ain't too bad.
If you asked me to jerk him off or something, then
that'd have probably been too much. I would have said, well, how much money is involved here? 6 figures at least.
At least.
Hey, I want to remind our listeners they can check out and viewers Julian Lane versus Platinum Mike Perry. It is the main event at Knucklemania 2. You can check that out by going online. You can get more information for the pay-per-view at watch.bareknuckle.tv. Yo, what was that, buddy?
I said I look younger, man. That was way before my hairline started running away from me.
Bro. Hey man, it happens. Look, it happens to all of us, man.
Man, that's what sucks about getting old.
I know, right?
For sure, man. Hey, Julian, thanks for taking the time to be with us today, man. We really appreciate it, bro.
Hey, thanks for having me on, guys. It was fun, man.
All right,
Let's
man.
do it
Have a good
again
one,
brother.
brother.
Good luck, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys.
All right, man. Peace.
Later.
Dude, you should have seen the look you gave me, man. You should have seen the look. You should have
See,
seen.
I didn't realize who the other dude was when you said his name. I was thinking of somebody else.
Oh, then you saw the.
And then I realized it was a kid, and I'm talking about.
It's not a
Jay, and
kid. He's not a kid.
he looks like a kid,
But he's
a
not.
kid.
That's why it's so fucking.
I
Like,
didn't know that. That's not a kid.
he's a grown man.
Oh, I really, I never knew. I thought he was a kid.
Yes.
I thought all this time, I thought he was a kid that's hella tough.
So did I. And I didn't realize this till later, like a couple weeks ago, to be honest. I'm late to the party. Him and that
Well,
other
I'm later
dude,
than you, motherfucker.
him and the other little dude that they're always squaring up, they're both
Yeah.
grown men, bro.
Oh, holy shit.
Dude, right? They're grown men, dude. How crazy is
I
that?
never fucking knew.
I didn't know that either.
I did not know that.
I didn't either, man. I didn't know, but
Man,
I thought.
you know what? I'm gonna say something right now.
What's
I
that?
feel like this podcast, the last couple, we weren't the old. I feel like we're back. That's what I'm talking about. You're on it now. That's what I'm talking about. I feel like the boys are back.
The boys are back, dude. Yeah, well, it feels good to be back, man. I've changed my life radically. I'm doing a lot of things different right now. Look,
yeah, me too. I went the end of 2021. I did a lot of drugs, but now I'm clean.
I'm drinking Corona Premiers, and I'm only hitting the vape pen now. I'm not smoking.
Man, I'm on this beautiful diet where I eat a lot of meat. I do intermittent fasting, but I'm allowed to drink whiskey.
Oh yeah, that's why you and
It's-
are you also allowed to snort cocaine on this diet?
It doesn't say if you can or if you can't.
On days that start with an S.
Yeah, I don't know. You might be able to, you might not. I don't know. But
funny.
whiskey has more health benefits than red wine.
Oh wow,
It's
that's
the most
cool.
beneficial alcoholic adult beverage one could drink is whiskey.
Where did you learn that?
Well, you know who turned me on to it was John Fitch. He's got this diet he's been pushing, and it's whiskey, meat, intermittent fasting. I kind of threw in gluten free myself. I just kind of added that in there.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh man, look at me. I'm in the best shape I've been in a long time.
you are in pretty good shape.
I'm in pretty good shape. You know, I'm boxing. I'm about to go back to 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu, get some Jiu-Jitsu going. Pro wrestling. 2022 is the year of the big MFer.
I think it is, dude. I think it is.
I'm about to start a pro wrestling school. Might be starting a pro wrestling promotion. Shooting for April for the first show. So, and we got this back. I'm looking to have in 2022. I'm either gonna do an MMA fight or a bare knuckle fight or a boxing. One of those three I'm gonna do.
Or play video games.
I don't even play video
No,
games.
I don't either, dude. I don't understand dudes that play video games.
I just jerk off lots of porn, but I don't play video games.
That's my special video game. It's interactive. Yeah, no, I know what you mean, dude. I wanted to talk about the UFC that's coming up and get your thoughts on 270, dude. We got Francis Ngannou and Cyril Kane, dude. The two big heavyweights, man. Like, I think this is going to be a real dope fight, dude.
That's a very good fight. At the end of the day, it's closely matched, but I think the advantage goes to the guy who's really throwing the big guns with the real power. He's knocking motherfuckers out a lot more, and I'm going with Francis on that one. I think he's going to knock this motherfucker out.
Dude, I think Francis is going to get out grappled by this guy.
He's got to keep it. You could be right. I've been as long as I don't make a wager on this, then I don't. If I bet on Francis, he's going to lose for sure. So yeah. I like Francis as champion, so I'm not going to bet on it.
I like Francis as a fighter quite a bit, man. I like watching his fights.
Man, he's a banger.
Yeah, he is. I like his story. I like pretty much everything about him, man. I really feel like he's got a good story, man. He's a good fighter too. So, and he's exciting to watch, and he's a heavyweight. And dude, this is how it is. I'm sorry, like, we talked about Roy Nelson. I like Roy Nelson, but the fans don't want a big fat guy champion.
Yeah, they do.
No, they want a
They
guy like
do.
Nagano
They
that's
want to
fucking
see a fat guy
ripped.
like Roy take a
Bro,
beating and
no.
then barely win at the
No.
end.
You
Not
want to
hold on.
watch? You want
Not
Hulk
and they
Hogan to
do.
be champion, or you want fucking King Kong Bundy to be your champion?
Dude,
Nobody wants Bundy.
I got a name for you, and I'm gonna destroy what you just said.
What's your name?
Dusty Rhodes.
Dude, nobody
Case
likes that
closed.
big fat
Everybody
guy,
loves
man.
the American dream.
Oh my god,
You're thinking about the WWE Dusty Rhodes with the polka dots, not the legend that headlined and main evented and won world titles all over the world and sold out, filled up arenas.
But you literally can only provide like one example.
That's all I need.
You need more.
How many sperm cells does it take to impregnate a woman? One. How many bullets does it take to kill somebody? One.
No, man. Then for that logic, you're an idiot.
All I need.
You're an idiot. I'm not. Let's go to the next. Yeah, you do, man. Nobody wants a fat guy champion. You know that. What about?
I disagree.
Brandon Moreno, Nelson Figueroa, dude. Is this their third fight or Davison Figueroa? Sorry.
I like Moreno.
Is this their third fight?
I don't know.
Is this the trilogy between these guys? I think it is, man. I think who won the first fight? I think Moreno won both of them, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, he beat him. He beat Figueredo on June 12th of this year, and he beat him in December 12th.
Yeah, I mean, come on. How do you win two then lose the third one? I don't even think he should.
Moreno is going to win then.
He should.
He should. Yeah, he should. That'd be a good fight, though. I want to see it.
I don't really care that much to be about that one. They've already fought twice.
Is it because they're lightweights?
No, if they were 1-1, maybe.
What about how come there's no fat lightweights? Like, I want to see a real fat 155.
You'd have to be, man. You have to be really little, like by nature. Like you'd have to be like somebody who weighs like 135 pounds. That's your normal weight, and then you get fat, and you go up to like 170. Then you cut down, but you're still fat.
No cutting. You just sorry about that. You just fight at that weight, 170s, just with.
I want to see like the entire 125-pound division fight Brock Lesnar.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. I'd be down with that. Hardy's coming back. He's fighting not Dan Hardy, but Greg Hardy is fighting that Alexei Olenek.
I would be more excited if Dan Hardy was coming back.
Alexei Olenek, dude, I love watching that guy fight because he gets that weird fucking sneaky stealth choke on people from mount.
Yeah, it's kind of trippy. He's got that fucking like a little. Although the Von Flue choke was different, but he's got this choke that people don't know how to defend.
Yeah, he does, dude, and it's pretty dope. Like he gets it, and he's got some other darces and weird chokes that he does, but I don't know, dude. So here's the thing: he takes a beating a lot, dude. Like he gets hit a lot. His reflexes aren't very fast. And I just wonder.
He's not going to have a long career.
Who's that? He's had a long career. Oh, Hardy?
The dude that takes the beating and has the fucking choke.
He's been around forever.
Yeah, but I don't think he's got much longer to go with all the beatings that he takes.
Yeah, I don't either. He's 59-16. That's his record.
That is so crazy to have that many fights. He's got to fight. He had to fight a lot of guys who are really easy to have that many fights.
I want to see the guys he's fought.
Tough. He's on the Dan Severn Dan Severn schedule where he fought D'Lo Brown 3 times under different names at different casinos.
Yeah, and he's lost his last 3 fights, but he's fought a lot of top guys.
A lot. I didn't know he had that many fights. Jesus.
Yeah.
I wonder how much money he's made for all those fights.
He's made he got $1,200 to show and $1,200 to win.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah,
I was like, I wouldn't doubt it.
And then what's the other card? The other fight on the card I wanted to see was Adolfo Vieira. He's a jiu-jitsu guy. He's fighting Wellington Turman. And Adolfo had an epic gas out. Adolfo, yeah, when he fought.
Adolfo did have a gas out. Adolfo's got really good jiu-jitsu.
man, he's sick jiu-jitsu. And he redeemed himself. He came back and fought and won
Hey
right
man, it's
after that.
you don't see that many guys who are jiu-jitsu champions that make a successful transition into the cage.
No, you don't. Not at the top level like Hidalgo is. And
I
I
mean,
think you think these guys are gonna come in and just out grapple everybody, but they just don't get the chance to. You
I
know,
mean,
like
you don't have the time, and the strikes change everything, and they'll stand you back up, and um,
the other
it-
thing that you're not thinking about that I am because I'm a genius at grappling is that what happens is these guys get used to resistance from other jujitsu players that have the same, they're fighting a jujitsu match. So they're doing jujitsu moves and it's real jujitsu-y, right? And then they do jujitsu.
jujitsu.
It's real super jujitsu-y,
You
and
know,
then
I think you're right, because some people will say that guy's got MMA jujitsu.
exactly. And MMA jiu-jitsu means this.
It's
They never
rough.
go to their back and they always try to stand up. They
And
always
smash
wrestle
you,
up. They
and
always stay on top.
smash and grind, and
Yes, everything's really fast and 100% explosion and yanking and ripping and jerking away. And a lot of jujitsu guys, like if you yank and rip and go nuts in a jujitsu class, eventually your coach or your peers are going to be like, "Hey, dude, you got to quit fucking acting nuts. Like you're spazzing." But in the cage, that's the kind of grappling you see that is
because
effective against jujitsu
sometimes,
guys.
let's tell the truth about spazzing. Sometimes
It
you can
works.
spaz out of a maneuver and get out because you spazzed and went ape shit.
You
Doesn't
can.
always work. But when you got nothing else, when you have nothing
Yeah.
else, you're not maybe learning anything new, right? You're not going to get technically better. But when you got nothing but spazzing out, sometimes you get out by spazzing.
Yeah, but it feels dirty. I always know when I did it, and I always feel like, ugh. Like, that wasn't clean. You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
when it's not
that's like an
clean.
oxymoron. Like, what is fighting in jiu-jitsu aesthetically clean?
Not well, jujitsu is aesthetically clean. It's a beautiful martial art. It's pure.
I was rolling in my garage with this one guy, and like I basically had him in a neck crank, and he goes, "Bro, that was more of a neck crank than a choke, but all right." And I go, "I know, it was a neck crank. I wasn't even trying to choke you."
Dude, listen, man. That is like crude. That's not good jujitsu. That's like
Whatever.
that's
Wait. It's
dirty
like, okay,
jujitsu.
if your arm is bent in a certain direction, right? And if you don't
Right.
tap, your arm breaks, you tap. If your neck is bent in a fucking direction that if you don't tap, it breaks, you tap.
Yeah.
Am I
You're
wrong
right.
or am I right?
You're right. And my philosophy on that is this is you need one guy in your jujitsu gym that grapples that way against everybody. Because that guy keeps
Well,
you honest.
I am that
But
guy.
listen, if you have a whole gym full of guys like that, they're gonna hurt everybody. Like everyone will be hurt after a while.
Okay, listen, have I really hurt that? I'm kind of an
Yes.
asshole.
Yes.
I apologize a lot of times when I'm done rolling with somebody for the first time, but I haven't hurt that many people.
Not like
I'm
maimed
not
them,
injured.
but if it was a whole class, imagine a dozen Matt Freemans in every class, dozen big MFs, dude, and all they're doing is big
Smashing,
MF stuff.
grinding,
Imagine
smashing your face into the mat, smashing their forearm against your nose, against your eye socket, choking your eye socket, choking your nose.
dude, that happened today at Open Mat at 10th Planet Nashville. Somebody,
Can opener.
he put his chin, it was lodged in the other guy's eye. It was on accident. And he
How do you
tapped.
do that? I don't think that's an
Isn't that how
accident,
Mark
bro.
Kerr got the tap
Yeah, that's how he
in
won.
Pride? Yeah.
Yes,
And he
he put the
blinded that
chin in
fucking
the
guy,
eye. The guy
right?
tapped out. That whatever, man. Make a motherfucker tap, you make him tap. I say you should have been able to defend it. If they
Yeah.
say, "Oh, that's not real jujitsu," okay, motherfucker. Well, if it's not real jujitsu, your jujitsu couldn't fucking defend it. So shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but that guy that he did that to had a glass eye, and Mark Kerr broke it.
I wonder if that's going to be in the
It
fucking Mark
popped.
Kerr movie.
I don't
Did he
know.
really? You just made
No,
that up.
I made that
Dude,
shit
I
up.
just believe. You know what? The funny part is I literally believed you when you said that.
That is the funny part. Oh man, yeah, dude. I don't know. I'm looking forward to that movie coming out about Mark Kerr. What a dominating fighter, but like a weird story. But Mark Kerr was like literally his nickname was the Smashing Machine. Like that's what he did,
That
and he was such
documentary
an
was fucking
athlete.
crazy.
Oh
Remember
man,
that
it was
documentary?
crazy.
Like his girlfriend's all fucking with him and shit and getting all pissy with him right before his fucking
Testy,
fight.
of course. I need to talk to you. I need more attention right now.
And like and then the drugs, and he was like, this guy, right? It was a scary looking dude who most people would look at him and be afraid, but he had so much anxiety and fear about fighting that he needed to take an opiate to go out there and fight and not be afraid. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it really is, dude. When you really think about that, it's like, fuck, dude. This guy.
I mean, an Olympic level, top level Olympic championship style wrestler, super strong, probably the buffest dude in MMA at the time, and he had anxiety about fighting and the pain that you could feel in fighting. So he took another drug called Nubain that took all the pain away, so he didn't feel pain. So now you have a guy super strong, super good at wrestling who can't feel pain.
And super jacked on roids.
And super jacked on roids, which, pretty much. But it's funny. At the time, everybody was on roids and Nubain. He just couldn't. It just got to him a little bit more than everybody else.
I didn't know that other people were taking Nubain.
Man, Nubain was pretty fucking prevalent back, especially in Japan.
Wow,
a lot of those guys were taking Nubain.
Interesting, dude.
He was definitely not the only guy. When I heard about it, I was trying to find it. I couldn't find it. Out here in the Deuce 09, you couldn't find Nubain. I was looking for it because when I heard, I thought the same thing. Well, you can't feel pain. What an advantage you would have going into a fight, being painless. But luckily for the Big MF, I never found any Nubain, and we probably wouldn't. And if I did, maybe you're not having this conversation right now.
Smoke weed every day.
That's all we do now.
Smoke weed every day.
Oh man, yeah, dude, that's 100% true. It's better that you didn't find Nubain. You would have been taking Nubain and then fighting.
One of the many things that I was trying to do that I wasn't able to do that was good that it didn't happen.
That and carry a gun. Those are two things that weren't that great for you when you were 17.
Yeah, I didn't need it. I probably shouldn't. I didn't need a gun at 17. It was good that I got taken away. Someone did that for me.
It's not good that you fucking lied to me after I got your gun taken away and said the cops came to your house looking for me.
Well, at the time, I felt like, getting my gun taken away was a real bitch move, even though you were only 13.
And then I went and I gave you $70 for the gun. I gave you $70 or $75. I sold a Karl Malone rookie card and an Akeem Olajuwon rookie card to the baseball card store around the corner from my house.
Wow, I don't remember that part.
You said you needed that money back or there was going to be business between us.
I told you that? I forgot about that part. I told you we were going to have business if you didn't pay me back for the gun.
You held it over my head, and then you said the cops came to your house.
Well, wait a minute. Okay, this is why I was so pissed, because when they asked you your name, you gave my fucking name.
On the spot. I took it right out of your mouth. What's your name? Matt Freeman.
And I was like, you got my gun taken away and you gave my fucking name.
They were asking for my name too, which is crazy when we were talking to them. The cops were so dumb that they believed what we told them. You know what I mean?
That was a lucky day, man.
Yeah, that was, dude. That was a real lucky. That was a very good day in my life. It was a fortunate day.
Right.
Yep. The second best day of my life was when I moved to Tennessee. What a brilliant decision that was, man. I'm serious. I cannot say enough good things about Nashville and the amount of freedom that people have back here to actually be Americans and not be bitches. But it's pretty awesome. And I'm in a good place. I'm a lot happier than what I was.
Really?
I think so. You're all really? Because you seem like a big pussy now, honestly.
I mean,
you seem really depressed and lame.
A lot of people were glad when you left.
There's a lot of, all my haters. Fucking now they don't have me. They don't have Big Daddy there to keep them in check. Now they're gonna be. Well, you know what? This is the thing that you come to understand in life. Listen, the more successful you get, the more people hate you. The more you do things that other people want to do, the more they get upset at you over it. Right?
That's true. Listen, Big Daddy, I want you to get me a fight.
You think you're gonna?
I'm going to fight. I promise you, I'm going to fucking do it. I promise you. I will do all the road work. I want you to find it for me and get it.
How am I going to get you a fight?
You know how to talk to people. You're good at
I'm a little
what?
I'm a cool talk. See, no.
You're a little level-headed. You're smarter. You don't get upset. You don't make rash decisions. You don't get mad. and tell someone to kiss your ass if they don't do what you want.
What you're basically saying is I'm a bitch. That's what you're saying. You're going.
No, I'm not saying
You
that.
got
I'm
a
saying
little way you say, a little way you say
I'm
things.
working on being a smarter Big MF.
Oh, I
than what I've
see.
been in the past, and
Okay.
not going off and shutting up and not causing drama and letting shit go that's not really beneficial. Just because you're
Right.
angry and you want to smash somebody's face because they said some shit you don't like,
Right.
it might be more beneficial to not do that. Especially now that I've been in this fucking business of pro wrestling and there's a lot of fake people. There's a lot of like backstage, and like I've learned, I've been blackballed from a lot of places, so I've learned to like not to let shit go.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it's fucking hard. It's really fucking hard.
Yeah. Okay.
Or I could say fuck it and just start saying I'm choking everybody out that pisses me off. One or the other. I don't know. What do you think is a better move?
Well, I don't think that's a good move. I think that's a weird
Like
move.
not taking no shit from anybody or taking shit from everybody.
Well, I mean, I think it's somewhere in between, right? Like it's not one or the other. I think that kind of absolute thinking is what fucks people up.
You're right. It's just
You know what I'm saying?
you
You
understand jiu-jitsu politics and MMA the professional wrestling politics are on another fucking level than anything you'll ever experience and there's a lot of politics in jiu-jitsu,
yeah.
you know, and fighting. This is crazy.
Yeah. I'll think about it. If you apologize to me on the podcast in the voice of Reverend Framar, I might consider it.
Brother. I have sinned against you. I have wronged you. And I ask for your motherfucking forgiveness. Please, brother. Please, brother. Brother, would you please forgive me, brother, for all the fucked up shit I done did and said about your motherfucking ass. Brother, I ain't gonna ask your motherfucking ass again. I just asked your motherfucking ass to forgive me. You didn't say shit, motherfucker. God damn this cocksucking motherfucker. When a motherfucker asks for forgiveness, the Bible say, you gotta forgive him. You motherfucker.
Oh, man, you're so good. You haven't lost anything, man.
God damn it. This goddamn motherfucker. You ain't no good, brother.
Here's what I'm going to do.
Good, brother. I take it all back. I don't apologize to you, motherfucker.
I am going.
Fuck y'all.
I'm going to do one better for you. Instead of me managing you and getting the fight, I'm going to have the lovely Inside BJJ Stella be your manager and book your fights.
Okay, let's do it.
She's going to really, really hold you to the... Dude.
I'm scared of Stella.
If she booked you a fight, she'd be on your ass 24/7. You want me to tell her to do it?
I am honestly thinking, like, you know, you were talking about training or something and what's easier to train for. I honestly think bare knuckles is the way to go.
Oh, I do too. But you want to do MMA? I
said one of the three.
Oh, okay. You want?
I want to continue in jiu-jitsu as a martial artist and continue that journey. I think the easier path for fighting for 47 years old is probably bare knuckle.
Yeah, you think so?
I mean, the bare knuckles hurt, but I think the training on my body could handle to get in shape for bare knuckle. It would probably be easier on my body than getting in shape for an MMA fight.
And you have a big head, and it's real big and hard.
I could take a shot.
You have a big busted up nose.
I'm not a bad boxer. I'm really not. I've been
hands.
boxing, man. I've been boxing for a couple of years.
Yeah. And you have long arms too. Yeah, like
you know what? You know what's funny? They were all
ridiculously long
this boxing gym I go to. I'm kind of short, and they realized that how long my arms are for being a short guy. And it was
Yeah.
kind of throwing dudes off, and they started calling me orangutan.
Dude,
This
your arms are
Mexican gym
really
where most dudes like speak Spanish, and a lot of them don't speak English. And I
Yeah.
forgot, and they were saying like some Spanish word that meant orangutan.
God bless the Mexicans, man. They
And
will
they started calling me orangutan, man.
if you if you have any kind of fucked up deformity, the Mexicans that's going to be your nickname. If you got like big eyes, you're going to be big eye guy. If you got like a big belly, you're going to be gordo. And if you're like
weird, they're gonna call you goofy.
yeah, I mean they're
If you
not
laugh funny, they're gonna call you giggles.
yeah,
If
smiley
you're
and
crazy, they're gonna
giggles.
call you loco.
Yeah, exactly, man.
If you're
Exactly.
fat, you're gorda. Or
They
gordo.
don't pull any punches. They throw it right back in your face, man. You know what I mean? My
Yeah.
goddamn microphone cord's shorting out. I apologize for that.
I want to apologize to you. You sound
So-
like you sound like the governor apologizing for not wearing a mask.
Oh, brother. Oh, who? Gavin Newsom?
Yeah.
This is what they should play. See if you recognize this. This is what they should play when Gavin Newsom comes up to talk about the mask. You know you recognize the Pornhub song.
I know.
I don't know what that is. Your governor, Gavin Newsom.
Speaking of
Yeah,
porn.
Okay, yeah. Let's
I
go
had a
there.
story. I needed your advice on something. I got
Ernest isn't here, but I'll try.
Well, I got into an argument with the new Mrs. MF.
Okay.
And it was my birthday, and I may have taken a certain pill that might make you feel a certain way.
Okay.
Like, it might make you tingly, might make you want to party and dance and touchy feely. This particular.
Okay.
I'm gonna call it a herb I got at the herbal store.
Did you get this at a gas station?
No, it's just an herb. Let's just call it an herb for the sake of legalities. This pill is an herb, and it makes you tingly on the inside.
Tingly. Oh, tingly.
No, the missus.
You take it like at parties and stuff.
She has these stomach issues. And usually when she has these stomach issues, it means that the Big MF's not taking a trip to Space Mountain.
Right. Nobody's going.
And so it's my birthday. I'm all tingly. I didn't realize how bad the stomach issue was in my state of mind with the different. I took other herbs too. I took several different types of herbs on my birthday. That was one of the many herbs.
I like it. I think that was appropriate music that I played for it. Yeah.
It was very appropriate.
Yes.
And then so I didn't realize that the new Mrs. Big MF is in such pain that contemplating calling the office, calling the hospital and going to the ER. Wow. I don't realize this. So I didn't want to keep bothering this person for things they didn't want to do. So I just go to the couch.
What kind of things? Like go to the grocery store, run errands with you,
sort of things. So
clean up the.
I go to the couch and I just start jerking off to porn.
Oh my god!
But because of the different herbs I had taken, finishing was very difficult. So my trip to the couch took about 3 hours.
Oh my god!
And it caused me to get into an awful lot of trouble.
Was that it?
It was my birthday. Now, was I wrong? Because it was my birthday, and I didn't know. Yeah. I didn't know that this person was in excruciating pain and was thinking about that they might die.
What did you do? What did you say? You went to the couch. So this is what happened. You took a party herb, several different herbs.
Yes.
And that make you feel a bunch of different ways. And then okay, here's how I'm going to answer this, okay? Was it your actual birthday date? Was it the actual day of your birthday when you did this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
She was in the wrong. If you would have been celebrating your birthday, but on sometimes your birthday's on a Wednesday, but you have the party on a Saturday, then I would have said, hey, she got you on a technicality. It wasn't your birthday, but this was your actual birthday date, right? Yes. So I think that on your birthday date, that on that 24-hour period, that, you know,
Well,
she had a little tummy ache. No.
unfortunately, yeah, Mrs.
You,
The
what
Mrs.
is, dude,
is
what's
not
going on
happy
that
because
you're
the Mrs. is
fapping on?
hearing me. The Mrs. is hearing me right now, and I'm getting text messages that they can't believe that I'm bringing this up.
What is going on with the fact that you're fapping for 3 hours on the couch?
Well, I was taking a lot of herbs,
Oh,
and there was
I
one
get it.
herb that makes it very difficult.
Yeah.
And you know what? You're running to the finish line, and you're so close to the fucking finish line, and you just can't quite get there. It's hard to stop, right? Have you ever had this problem?
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Is that what?
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
I will not confirm or deny.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah, maybe.
I will not, deny this or say it's true or say it's not true. I don't know.
Well, I'm
I
going to
don't
go
really
ahead and say
know.
this. Look, it sucks when your stomach hurts. And look, I wouldn't want you laying on top of me if my stomach hurt. That's for sure. You're a big, disgusting human being. Yeah. You look like fucking.
I'm a savage animal.
You know what you look like? You look like if Scott Steiner and Rick Steiner had sex, that they would have you. They would have had Matt Steiner. You're like when they go like, oh yeah, we got another brother in the family. You're like the third Steiner brother. You're Matt Steiner.
Yeah, I feel like I'm some sort of fucking primate. Like I think if they really dug into my genetic coding, that I would have a little bit more of like something like Neanderthal or Cro-Magnon or some other sort of primate in me than what most people do.
Right.
You know how like you clone something from a tree. It might not grow exactly like the tree before it. It might have a little. Someone else would have a little bit of that, but I got a lot of that. I got a lot of some sort of primate in me.
Yeah, I would agree.
I love bananas.
Your
I like
arms are
smashing. I'm not the smartest person in the world, so I smash through stuff all the time to make up for it.
Right. Well, that's good. That works, right? For the most part.
Swear to God.
I wanted to you know how sometimes we bang the boards on the Reddit message boards. The message boards. I'm not going to do that. I want to read an article that showed up in Jiu-Jitsu Times, written by Avery Clements, who I'm sure she's a nice person and into Jiu-Jitsu and stuff, but man, I feel like, and maybe I'm part of the maybe I'm just old school, man, I don't know, but the whole point of the article is on the right to refuse to roll with somebody, essentially, like how you can say no, and there's a lot of this talk like Jiu-Jitsu has to be a safe space, and everyone has to be comfortable with everybody, and everyone has to feel safe. And if anyone makes you feel safe, then you don't have to do it. And this is safe, and it has to be.
This is a combat sport to prepare you for a situation that's unsafe.
Thank you. This is my problem with it. Is like, dude, if you're gonna come to a jiu-jitsu school and you want to learn self-defense, you want confidence, you want this, you want that, then you gotta fucking do it. You can't be like, oh, I want to do it, but only to this level, but I still want the confidence and the preparation and the ability to handle myself if real shit ever happens. What they want is they want you to fucking lie a little bit to them and go like coddle and coddle and coddle. And I get it. Like if somebody really has some issues but eventually you got to lead them to the point that they go like, hey, I can fucking get down with whatever's going to happen. We're going to go, versus I got to coddle you the whole fucking time we're here. And then I'm doing you a disservice, because if shit really goes down, you ain't going to be ready. Because when shit really goes down, it's violent and it's fast and it's aggressive and nobody gives a fuck about how you feel. And jiu-jitsu's uncomfortable in general. People are rolling you up and putting you in all kinds of fucked up positions, pushing you into bad spaces. It's hard, man. It's not an easy sport. It's not an easy martial art. It's not fun.
Think it's easy.
You think it's easy?
Yeah.
You would think it's easy. You know what I mean? That's
No, it's
typical.
not easy. It's hard.
That's
A
typical of a blue
jujitsu
belt.
class is hard to get through. You have to have some testicular fortitude to get to the warm ups, to get to the drills, to get through all the rounds, and to make it to the very fucking end and not quit. You got to sack up. Jiu-jitsu is not fucking easy. You got to be tough, and you
Yeah.
can't be a pussy. You can't be coddled because the mat is the mat is where you get revealed. It's the truth. The mat
Yeah.
is where you get put in the fire. And if there's any bullshit on you, the fire burns it up. So
Thank
like
you.
you gotta like the problem with the world is this. We try to stop the bullies from bullying instead of focusing on teaching the motherfuckers how to stand up to the bullies.
Yeah, instead of empower. And now we're all about, we're
Now
going to
nobody knows
empower
how to stand up
you.
to bullies.
Right.
And you can never stop the bullies from bullying.
Yeah.
But what happens
Yeah.
is the people who stand up to bullies, they get in trouble.
They're
They're the bullies now.
Yeah. Well, there's this idea like we're going to, through behavior modification, we're going to eradicate this whole behavior of a bully. Like we're going to build all these social parameters and behavior modification and we're going to talk and do this and we're going to do all of our fucking new world language.
Bullies never go away. In every
Bullies
job
are
I ever
born.
had,
They're not made. They're
it
fucking
may not
born.
be someone threatening to physically hurt you, but you're always going to have a motherfucker that's using his position of power against you and yours. And you got to be able to deal with that shit. And sometimes it's a matter of being smarter. I used to like try to, I'm going to kick his ass. I've learned to be a little bit smarter and think bullies aren't going away. In your college and high school, professors, pro wrestling, jiu-jitsu, there's always going to be a bully somewhere. They exist. You have to be able to deal with them and defeat them.
I think you're right, man. I think this is one subject that we agree 100% on, that you have to get yourself ready for the bully. And maybe when you come in the door, you're not ready. Maybe you've had traumatic experiences and you're not ready. But at a certain point, you have to get ready. And that means, look, no, if you know someone's going to fuck you up because they're wild and crazy, you don't have to roll with them. But if it's just like, the problem with this thing about being too selective about who you train with is eventually you won't want to train with anybody that makes you uncomfortable at all. And that's not good.
You have to be. Well, you need to be uncomfortable. You need everything. You need to be like uncomfortable and also comfortable. You need all those. You need to roll people that you're comfortable with rolling, and also people that you're uncomfortable. You need all that.
Right. Yeah, and I'm not saying, especially like, okay, you're a 110-pound female. I'm not saying you got to roll with the 300-pound guy every time you go to class, or you got to constantly roll with people that are twice your size. I'm not suggesting that, but I am suggesting that you should spend some time rolling with some people that are aggressive and that are a little wild and that can fuck you up and put you in real bad spots. And you should at least do that sometimes. You need to fucking inoculate yourself against it. You need to understand what the level's like. The first time you go out to compete, you're like, where's the level, right? The levels are all over the place. But until you get out there onto the level, you don't fucking know what it's like. Until you get in the race car and you fucking go 100 miles an hour, you don't know what it's like to do it. And if you're preparing to drive that fast, but you never want to get in the car and drive that fast, you're never going to be able to drive that fast. You're just building a bullshit fantasy at that point. And unfortunately, everyone's real big on bullshit fantasies now, and nobody's big on fucking like harsh reality, and that's just where it's fucking at.
So, but on the flip side, if you can deal with harsh reality, you're just one step above everybody else.
Yeah, you are. You're right. That's Stockton, motherfucker. That's what Stockton has led me to do, is deal with harsh realities. And Big MF has helped me with that too, pushing me down.
Well,
So
I used to really beat you up pretty good. I felt bad about it later.
Nah, man. You're just making me tough. All that stuff was.
I didn't realize all of a sudden when you first started rolling, right? And I would just kind of smash the hell out of you. And all of a sudden, you never wanted to roll with me anymore for a while. I couldn't figure out why he doesn't want to roll with me. It's like
I'm all criticizing people for avoiding people, and I was avoiding you.
You kind of did it for a while, but then I went on this real bad party where I was partying all the time, and you were telling me that, well, I'm partied, you're going to get better.
Yeah.
And then one day I had to give the devil his due, and you caught up to me and you passed me.
Yeah. Well, I trained Jiu-Jitsu for a really consistent long time. I mean, if you do anything long enough, you're going to get better at it. Especially
I'm
jiu-jitsu.
committed. I'm committed to jiu-jitsu. I'm actually going to put on the gi, and I'm going to commit to the martial art.
This is how I know you're living right. When you have the gi on, you're living right.
I
When you
normally
take
hate
that
the
gi
gi.
off, you're
I never have been a
fornicating.
big fan of the gi because it just slows me up. I don't like handles on me.
No, that's what it's like.
From what,
You don't like any kind of discipline or authority.
I like bareback and things. I don't like wrapping stuff around my body.
You're basically like a wild donkey that doesn't want to be bridled.
I don't want to be tamed. I don't want a saddle on me. I don't want to I don't want to follow any rule set. I don't want any guidelines. I don't want any structure. I don't want any boundaries.
Yeah, exactly, man.
At the end of the day, I'm a martial artist.
Yeah, you are, dude. You are, which is really, really cool, actually, because I think we grew up with a fantasy of being martial artists, or being fighters.
And dude, you hear this all the time, but this is 100% true for me. In the streets, I'm undefeated.
You're a pretty tough guy in the streets, man.
I've never lost a street fight.
Yeah,
I've fought more than multiple people at the same time before. I'm not saying I can't lose a street fight. I'm certainly not the baddest guy that ever walked the face of the planet.
Yeah.
But one day I said, you know what? I'm not being cocky by saying I'm a bad motherfucker. I am. It's the truth.
Yeah.
And you should be able to say what you are.
Yeah. Have you ever had a weapon pulled on you?
You know what? I've never, once or twice, but they did it. I was able to talk my way out of that situation when a weapon was pulled.
Yeah. Like,
I never fought anybody that had a weapon on them. I was always able to.
Yeah, you did.
I've had weapons.
Look, if someone pulls a weapon on you, you're fighting that person, even if you're just using verbal, like, "Hey."
Well, okay, I got away.
That's fighting.
Happened. I was like, hey, buddy, I don't know why you being like, bro, we're buddies. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I got nothing against you, man. You're a good dude.
Yeah.
Hey, whoa, pal. Hey, pal. You don't need to pull that out. I got no beef with you, bro. If you wouldn't have had the gun, I'd have been like, fuck you.
Yeah, we got to get Varg Freeborn on, man. I've talked to him. He said he'll come on. He's an expert in violent situations, like street violence.
That's the guy who killed somebody, right? If I'm not mistaken.
He didn't kill anybody, but he did stab this dude like a bunch of times. It was in self-defense, but the reality of his particular situation.
Okay, I'm asking this question. The guy didn't know. Did he not know jiu-jitsu?
No, he was a teenager. He was under 18.
I mean,
he was just 18.
Because man, just instead of stabbing someone a million times, put him in a choke.
Yeah. Well, he said what happened, and I might have the story not exactly right, but basically this guy told him, "I'm going to get you." I think it was over a girl. I think, and
the root of all evil,
probably,
like Brother Love said, was a woman.
Yeah. So the dude with a couple friends showed up at his house. And eventually made their way into the house, and the guy kind of cornered him and was going to get violent with him. And so Varg, I guess, grabbed a knife and stabbed the dude. And the guy would not stop coming. He stabbed him like 18 times. The cops show up. There's blood everywhere, all over this guy. And then you're claiming self-defense, and you're holding a knife with blood everywhere. He's like a maniac. You know what I mean? So they didn't necessarily believe him, and he didn't have money to represent himself. So he pleaded, and he went to prison for 5 years. Now, I believe he had that expunged, or those charges changed somehow, like, since he's come out as an adult. But he's just experienced in violence, seen violence, being violent, and then also learning about the protocols and martial arts on the other side of it. And he's got a really interesting take on street fights, and I think some people don't understand like the chaos of street fights. Like, okay, you've been in a lot of street fights, you understand that, but there's a lot of people, and I was one of these people, especially early on in jiu-jitsu, where you get some skills, and then you think, I want to test my skills. Like, I'm not gonna back down to the next person that says some shit to me, at fucking Rite Aid or where the fuck ever. But that doesn't mean you can't get fucked up by somebody still, or somebody could pull a weapon. Some people are fucking crazy. They go straight to the weapon. They won't even go to the talking shit. You know what I mean? And I think that was his whole point. But anyway, it's a lot of talking to say all that, but I'm going to try to get him on the show.
Shortcut paper.
Yeah, I know, man. You know how it is.
It'd
be cool.
I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you know who's headlining the Royal Rumble?
Brock Lesnar.
and Roman Reigns.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
That's
man.
do you think?
Yeah.
I do too. Everybody's
Yeah.
talking about AEW. Oh, I'm like, dude, all the marks, all these fucking marks that think they know wrestling.
They're mark ass bitches, dude.
It's like AEW is cool, but it's compared to WWE, it's amateur night.
Yeah.
Like who's the champion for AEW? I think it's Hangman Page or something like that. Who the fuck is that guy?
Know. Yeah,
Ask 20 people on the street, who is he? They'll say, I don't know. Ask 20 people, who's Brock Lesnar?
Right.
Even ask 20 people, who's Roman Reigns? And most people will know. Nobody knows who the fuck Hangman the Hanger is. And then the other they got CM Punk. I've always been, this is what's weird about wrestling. Wrestling got so liberal that all these liberals and all these pro this and anti this and cancel this and blah 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 and get a million vaccinations and only wear your mask and let's let everybody die that doesn't believe in getting anyone that thinks they should get vaccine, we should just kill them, get rid of them.
Right.
All those people love AEW. And like, so they get and all those people used to not like. I know they didn't like CM Punk because I spent years on the message boards saying that I defended Punk to all these people. And then he goes to AEW, and everybody loves CM Punk all of a sudden. And I'm gonna say this: the AEW of CM Punk sucks. He's a nice guy. He's not using the microphone like a fucking pipe bomb. His microphone is like one of those snapper poppers. Like he's not blowing shit up anymore. There's no sarcasm. He's talking nice to I fucking hate this version of CM Punk.
Yeah, because that shit comes from the top down. In the WWE, I just think the McMahon family and that group of leadership is like, we're not playing this game.
He's too happy. I think he was upset with things in WWE, which made his character strong.
Better.
Now he's happy. He loves everybody. He's teaming with the legends, like the old. I can't stand what they're doing. I think it sucks. I hate AEW. I can't even watch it. It's a bunch of marks that are stupid, that don't know anything. And also, it's all these other guys. This is the other truth about all the indie wrestlers who can never make it to WWE. They might be able to go to AEW. So now they all hate WWE.
Of course. It's popular. Yeah. Dude, this is what happens. And I don't know any of these guys, but the mediocre people, they all band together and they bitch about the truly top level guys, and then they create their mediocre thing and they go like, oh, we don't need to be like that, you guys are blah blah blah.
They all hate Vince, they all hate Hogan, they all hate all these guys that took wrestling to the next fucking. There's no without Vince McMahon, without Hulk Hogan, there's no AEW, there's no CM Punk, there's no Hangman Page, there's none of that shit.
You know what else? There's no big MF either.
There's no big MF.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I don't know. There probably would still have been a big MF.
Probably. Dude, it was a great show tonight, man. That was dope, man. Good job, Big MF.
I got some. I got to plug my shows coming up. January 22nd, Next Level. I guess I'm going to be going against one of these fucking members of the Vigilance Committee, this cowboy guy. I sent one of the other cowboys back to the mountain. And me and CJ Dirt, the American Degenerates, have been fighting these fat fucks for months. We deserve the tag team titles. We should be the fucking champions. We're the best tag team they got. We're the most entertaining, the most colorful, entertaining, most over tag team in Next Level in all of indie wrestling. We always have a hot fucking crowd. And for some reason, that fat fuck cowboy is trying to hold us back. Okay, then February 5th, I have a dog collar match with this guy who calls himself the last gangster.
A dog collar match.
Tony Vargas. Everybody's scared of Tony Vargas because Tony Vargas, I will give credit where credit's due. I will call an ace, and a spade, a spade. Tony Vargas is a real motherfucker. But you know what, Tony? I'm a real motherfucker too. So if you think for 1 second that you're going to take liberties on Big MF with that fucking dog collar and with that chain, I'm taking liberties right back. Be ready to fucking bleed.
Damn.
January 5th, Total Wrestling Federation. January 22nd, Next Level. Don't miss those shows. You can check those shows also out. Total Wrestling Federation on YouTube.
Nice. Yes, and I want to remind you guys, if you go out to Stockton or Nashville, you're welcome to check out 10th Planet Stockton or 10th Planet Nashville. Let us know you are a listener of the Inside BJJ podcast, and I'll treat you real nice. And you know, it's trippy, man, as I've had a couple people roll through Nashville now that were podcast listeners of the OG Inside BJJ, and I got to train with them and roll with them, and like, it's pretty fucking dope, man. I was like, God damn,
the old schoolers.
OGs, dude. You know who hit me up is Wade. Remember Wade?
Wade. Oh my God.
He's still listening, motherfucker.
Still listening.
He's still
Is
listening.
Wade still listening? What about Mike Bai? I bet he's not listening.
We still text. I don't think he's. I don't think
heard from him in a long time.
Winter Stick. Yeah, he doesn't. I don't know.
He's probably like somewhere like embarrassed because he voted for Joe Biden.
He'll never admit it.
He won't show his face ever again.
He'll never admit it.
You don't want to admit that Trump would have been a better president.
Check out 10th Planet Stockton, 10th Planet Nashville. Also, leave us a review on iTunes. Subscribe on Spotify. You can follow us at Instagram at Inside BJJ, Facebook, all that shit. Every fucking social media thing, all the things you could think of. Follow us on whatever the fuck you want. I can't even keep track of shit anymore. But it feels good to be back. And keep listening. We'll be back next week, motherfuckers. Make sure you review us on iTunes, bitches.